Alright, what up? What I'm doing right now is a South America and Zulu dig, or Amazulu, what other people call. I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading from both of them, so just follow. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into it. So, I was looking for the Zulus. We'll come back to that and that. So, I was looking for Zulu America. Wrong one. And I seen this New Orleans Zulu Mardi Gras information. I don't think I looked into this, but we're gonna pull this up um, and check it out. But so yeah, I'm trying to link some things together. So I got to this page, and I suggest you check it out. It's called ZuluNation.com. Um, I'm gonna put the link in the description. But it's kind of interesting. I suggest you read through it. It brings a whole lot of information how Andrew Jackson turned on his former Cherokees, a lot of Aboriginal, indigenous information. But I'll put that in the link in the description. But I'm gonna read this on the Zulu on people of South Africa. So this is a site called South Africa Inspiring New Ways, or SouthAfrica.net. So let me go ahead. The people of the heavens. This is what they call themselves. The Zulu people of KwaZulu-Natal were once a desperate group of clans and chieftainships, but when King Shaka melted them into one of the greatest fighting forces in history, they entered the realm of myth and legend. Remember, I told you on my last videos how myth and legends are nothing but like fanatical history, or history placed in acronym, if that's the metaphor I can use. But history with a pretty dress on. But okay. But when King Shaka melted them, okay, let me go ahead. And one of the fighters for, excuse me. But when King Shaka melded them into one of the greatest fighting forces in history, they entered the realm of myth and legend. Today, Zulu culture is one of the most admired aspects of our rainbow nation. Okay, that reminds me of that deity Ishel. If you don't know about South America, Ishel, I brought out a book called A Forest of the Kings, Myri, and I've been seeing that in there, but let me go ahead. Because of the exploits of Shaka and his successors, excuse me, I'm on the second paragraph. That's not in bold. They call themselves the people of the heaven. Once a desperate group of clans and chieftainships, they were melded into a great kingdom by Shaka in the early 19th century. Because of the exploits of Shaka and his successors, the Zulu people are arguably the most recognizable in Africa. Today they number in over 9 million, with the majority living in KwaZulu-Natal. Their language, isiZulu, is the most widely spoken in South Africa. Zulu people hold their culture in high esteem, preserving many of its ancient traditions, rituals, and ceremonies. They believe strongly in the presence of ancestral spirits, which are essential in their day-to-day lives. Sounds like the whole Moses Ezekiel and thing that we got going on here. Okay. Birth, marriage, and death are opportune times to communicate with the ancestors in Zulu culture. In Zulu tradition, there's also a belief in a supreme creator. One thing I do notice is they don't really be talking about the gods and you know what I'm saying. But let me continue. He is not intricately involved in the lives of the people, and he has never been seen by anyone, which is why no ceremonies are ever performed in his name. Okay, so I guess they don't dance and sing in the name of the Lord. The typical Zulu family still exists in rural Zululand. It includes all people staying in a homestead who are related to one other. I guess that's one to another. But there is a homestead, Florida. One thing I was gonna bring out was this Florida also, how it's related to Amer, or basically like flowers and stuff. But Just continue with me. All right. It includes all people staying in a homestead, okay, related to another. Everyone will stay in the homestead, which was often made up of a circular, fenced huts with thatched roofs. A man is always the head of the household. Okay. In Zulu culture, clothing is often intricate, carrying meaning with each outfit. Okay. So, all right. Mean men, women, and children wear beads as accessories. Men wear the amabeshu, an apron made of goat or cattle skin but worn at the back. In addition, men decorate their heads with furs and feathers while also wearing goat skin bands on their arms and legs. Women wear their isidawaba, a traditional black skirt or goat or cattle skin. If a woman is not married, she will cover her whole upper body with a string of beads. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this. So this is something we didn't check out yet, but I'm gonna come back to that once I get through a lot of other stuff. So I typed in Zulu Indians. Let me keep going. Uh, okay, hold on. So I was looking. Okay, while I was looking at the what was the Zulu Indian part? I should have skipped it. But while I was looking at the what is it? So while I typed in Zulu Indians, I just seen the Mardi Gras. What you just seen come up. Uh, I don't know. Okay, yeah, discover the history of Mardi Gras Indians and Zulu. Okay, I didn't even check this out, but we're about to. We're gonna go ahead and exit out of this. So the Zulu Indian Mardi Gras, where they throw beads, and we just read that the Zulus adorn themselves in beads. But one thing I checked out was this. Let me see right quick. Okay, put that up. Uh, I was looking. There's a dance called the reed dance in Zulu culture. It's a ceremony and annual Swazi and Zulu culture events in Swaziland. Tens of thousands of unmarried and childless Swazi girls and women travel from the various chiefdoms to our village to participate in the 8-day event. The young unmarried girls were placed in female age regiments who had fallen pregnant outside wedlock had their families find a cow. Okay, so you know what that means. But you see, it was created in the 1940s, so it says recorded. But all right, I'm going to explaining a little bit of this reed festival or reed dance. In South America, the ceremony is known as Umkosi Womlanga and takes place every year in September at a palace in a place called Nongoma, um, Kuala Zulu Natal. The girls come from all parts of Zululand, and in recent years there are also smaller groups from Swaziland and what is more distant, such as Botswana and Pondoland. All girls are required to undergo a virginity test before they are allowed to participate in a royal dance. In recent years, the testing practices has been met with some opposition. The girls wear traditional attire, including beadwork and izigege. So one thing I know about the Mardi Gras, they always flashing their titties, always throwing beads. But let me continue. Uh, what was that? Oh, and is whatever that word is, and the next word that show their bottoms. Okay, they also wear anklets, bracelets, necklaces, and colorful sashes. Each sash has appendages of a different color, which denote whether or not the girl is betrothed. So each bee, so I guess the different bees, and the white man is the devil. They skinwalkers. They walking in our culture, they everything. Part of the young ceremony, the young women dance bare-breasted for their king, and each maiden carries a long reed. That reminds me of even with the Mardi Gras parade with them showing their breasts and stuff. But they also be playing the music like they be celebrating, like you know how I go. And they deposit the long reeds to as they approach the king. The girls take care to choose the longest and strongest reeds and carry them towering above their heads in a slow procession up the hill palace. Okay, the procession is led by the chief Zulu princess, who takes prominent role throughout the festival. If the reed should break before the girl reaches that point, it's considered a sign that the girl has already been sexually active. The ceremony was introduced by King Goodwill, okay, as a means to encourage young Zulu girls to delay sexual activity until marriage. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest of this, but you can see to the side the Reed Dance Festival. And I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this. So it's a chastity rite, basically. But I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this because you see what the name is. You can type it into Wiki yourself. Um, uh, so I typed in South American Reed Dance, and it brought me to uh, a flower dance done in Colombia. One thing I do know is that the whole continent did some of the same things. It wasn't like the continent was separate in certain activities, just small, slight, different customs. From Florida to Louisiana, the whole South. These are just different regions, like the plains in America, and just the southern half of North America, which is called the United States. You have the plains, you have forest, you have different climate regions in just this one area. That's crazy. So Sour American Flower Dance, South American Flower Dance, which led me to this, and it is related, but you can tell it's been not only hijacked, but you'll see by listening to this read how hijacked it was. So I'm bringing out the. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do is bring out Florida right quick, and I'm gonna bring it out again in another video. This has something to do with the whole Yah thing. By the time I get with this Yah, which isn't the name of God, but it's only an emanation or a outward expression, and you'll see that it's related to Yahweh or Ariyah, should I say? Um, where's it at? All right. So if you went and seen my video on the hanging baboons, basically strange fruit, I believe is called, or one of those videos, you'll know that I hit the whole Amer thing and America thing, which basically it's a flower. But Florida, a former Spanish colony, probably from the Spanish Pascua, Florida, literally means flowering Easter. A Spanish name, or a Spanish name for Palm Sunday, and so named because the peninsula was discovered on that day, March 20th, by the expedition of Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon. From Latin Florida's flowery or in bloom. I suggest you see florid if it's not already up here. But it means flower or beautiful flower, great flower, beloved flower. But I'm gonna go through all this on another video because this stuff is important right here. But let me go ahead. Uh, okay, we're gonna check this out probably at the end. This is the Flower Festa in Medellin, Colombia. Medellin is known by locals and visitors as a city of eternal spring. It has a title been deserved more, and that title is never more deserved than during the first 2 weeks of August, when the city bursts into a blaze of color in the annual Fiera de la Flores. The festival, which has taken place every year since 1957, is a celebration of Medellin's tradition, products, and economy. The region is the center of the flower production for Colombia, which is one of the largest exporters of flowers in the world. It has also has become an opportunity for the city, which was recently named the world's most innovative, to show off just what earned it that honor. With most with almost 2 weeks of the bright colors, friendly and attractive locals, and five world-class spots to spend your downtime, the Feria makes the falling in love near inevitable. Okay. The festival began as an idea as one of his tourist officials who wanted to show the city's true colors. Originally a 5-day event in May, it just said it was discovered in March, but you know how the hijack go. The Fiera was moved the following year to August, which is Independence Month in Antigua. Now listen to this. The apartment that is home to Medellin, the original Fiera, included the flower exposition in the city center and a desfile de cieteros, a parade that offered an opportunity for flower cultivators who lived in the nearby mountains to show their wares to the entire city. The parade continues to this day and has become one of the most central events of the entire festival, with increasingly elaborate flower displays and higher attendance each year. Okay, I'm gonna get past that because that part is uh, not what I wanted to get to. Okay, this part is a little bit what I wanted to get to. All right, the city is packed with excuse me. The city is packed with events for all ages and interests, including lectures, demonstrations, readings, children's events, theater, fashion shows, outdoor concerts, shows featuring traditional music and dance from the region, parades just for children, and just about anything else the organizers can think to cram into the schedule. Everything culminates on Sunday, August 11th, with the 56th Desfile de Cieteros, just as they did during the very first year of the Feria. The flower cultivators descend from the mountains carrying stunning, intricate displays of flowers on their backs. I'm gonna show you that this hijack ritual by the Pope and what he did to the women, and you can tell just by this. I made a video on Sudoku. I have not released it yet, but I suggest you check it out when I do. This year marks the bicentennial of Antigua, so expect the designs to be particularly impressive and patriotic. The parade is the most heavily anticipated and attended event of the whole weekend, so forget about being able to see if you don't stay out a spot early for work. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and is this uh okay? It's another one. I'm gonna read it. Hopefully, you're still sticking with me. Um, this is it. After this one, you won't get any more information on it from me, but you have enough information to know about it, just to keep it in mind in case something comes across in your journey. All right. I'm gonna just get to the potent part, man. This is Smithsonian.com on the um. This is Smithsonian. Just type in the flower parade, South America, or in Colombia. But all right. Today, amid all other activities, this festival we're talking about, including fireworks, concerts, and horse. No, let me go up here. I'm just letting you know that through the streets during this certain festival, they have pictures of the Pope and the different people that came and conquered them. Basically carrying it through the street like this, their king or their husband, as with the Zulu festival. But today, all other activities, including fireworks, we're in the last paragraph, and horse rides, the parade is still the main event. Flower farmers design large, lavish arraignments and then carry them on their backs atop wooden discs or saddles called sietas. Listen to what the sieta is. Each one can weigh up to 154 pounds and measure about 16 feet in diameter. As USA Today explains, those wooden sietas were originally created for less jubilant reasons Slaves once used them to carry wealthy men and women up the mountains of Antigua. Eventually, the silletas were repurposed by local farmers as a tool to efficiently lug flowers to the market, and in so many ways, the parade also commemorates the end of slavery. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read. Uh, okay, it might be the third paragraph. Okay, I'm gonna read this third one. The festival got its start when a member of the local tourism bureau helped throw a 5-day event originally called the Flower Party. In addition to music, dancing, and beauty pageantry, the city held a parade that included the participation of 40 peasant families in Santa Elena. Okay, there was a part I must have read and then got rid of it. Um, okay, all right. So after this, the last paragraph I read before I read the last one. This year's parade includes 500 sietas with designs ranging from an abstract arrangement to mountain landscapes to portraits of Frida Kahlo, we don't know who that is yet, and Pope Francis. So I'm guessing the different powers that conquered. This is Baal worship. A ritual turned sour into Baal worship. All right, that's the part I want to get to. But I'm gonna come back to that. Uh, and this is the Mardi Gras Zulu. All right. So we're gonna see what this leads to. I'm gonna get rid of this and this. Put that in the link description because it's vital. This whole thing is vital information. This whole man, I suggest you check it out. If you can see the certain things that I'm roaming past, it's the whole Moroccan African more um, perspective. But that doesn't mean it can be turned away. Like I said in one of my videos, it's best we start turning to ourselves. When we turn to ourselves, we turn to the Most High. But then He'll be with us. But let's go ahead and hit this right quick. I might have you put in some work, man. You might read this yourself, and I read this myself. But because I am bringing information to the people, and I want you to, I don't know if you will listen to me reading it and take my side commentary, or you would like to read it yourself. And I try to read this fast enough for your attention to stay to, because if one thing I noticed that when people read, um, I'm trying to read along with them, but somehow I just read ahead of them. But I'm pretty sure that's for everybody. Not being vainglorious for that. Um, all right, so what I'm gonna do is, if you watch this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the next video. I'm gonna read both of these in the next video. Sometimes I try to leave a trail, man, because one time, well, like I say, man, I don't, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but if there's a part three, I didn't go and watch Blade 3 first. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't make no sense if I did so happen to run across it like that. But I made sure to go and watch Blade 1 and Blade 2. And then watch Blade 3 again because it'll make sense. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like reading from the middle of the scriptures, um, starting from the middle of the scriptures and not going to the beginning and end. It's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Now I see how stepdaddies feel when they step in the relationship with a woman, but the relationship with the woman is also with the child she has, with you stepping into the middle of his life. It's like, damn, boy, Now I gotta learn you. I gotta try to learn your origins, your beginnings. Where the nigga daddy at, man? Damn. You know what I'm saying? But it's something we're gonna have to put up and deal with in the broken state that we in. That's one thing I like about this festival by the Zulus is it pays attention to the women who had children out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? A good little system. You can tell the women ain't out of order. But like I say, I'm gonna go ahead and read these 2 pages in the next video. Out.